For MLB 12, the show, we're going to be going with a player from Mexico. He's going to be playing first base. He's going to be left-handed. He's going to have a lot of speed. He's going to hit for power. And he's going to have a rocket arm. I know I got a lot to make up for after MLB 11. You know how I do. Top 100 baby names. We came up with Mateo. You know what's strange? I don't even know if this name has a meaning in Spanish. I should look that up. In terms of the last name we came up with, you probably could guess this one. Guzman. And just going back to what I was talking about a little bit ago, Rafael had no chance of making the league, and he was getting passed around, so his clock kept restarting, and it was one of those situations where now Mateo has to be generational, and I actually think he will be because the last time he played with a first baseman, it was Osvaldo. So he's got big shoes to fill, and I actually think he will be able to do it. In terms of age, he's going to be 22. In terms of number, he's going to wear 28 like the cover star Adrian Gonzalez. And obviously everything left. And obviously he was born in Mexico. We looked at the World Baseball Classic roster. Average height of 6'1", average weight of 200 pounds. And now we just got to make him look unique. So a little bit more about Mateo Guzman. Born and raised in Mexico. He made his pro debut at the age of 17 in 2007, playing for Yaquis de Obregon. They went on to win the Pacific League Championship that year. He was so impressive as a role player that he ended up signing with the Sarapeos de Saltillo for the spring season, where he would play for the next 4 years, including 2009 and 2010, where they won back-to-back league championships in the Mexican League. He then won 2 more in the Winter League in 2010 and 2011 with Obregon. In case you're keeping track, that's 4 championships in 5 years. His luck started to change after that 4th title. In the Winter League, he was regarded as the best hitter in all of Mexico, and of course, scouts came and started to take notice, and that's why we're here where we are now. Man, those names was hard, bro. Bro, those names were super hard. I kind of got a little bit of accent, so I was able to, figure out that Yaquis one, but that Saraperos is crazy, bro. De Saltillo. Either way, man, it's kind of different in Mexico. They have their own league, and it's not like the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico where guys are getting signed at 15 all the time. For him, I think a good age to get signed and be a pro in Mexico was 17, which is what happened. And then, it took him a little while to kind of adjust and become a dominant hitter. And shoot, now by the age of 21 is when everyone's taking notice, and it's all the same in terms of when you get to America, at least I feel like he's a finished product. It's kind of like the one and done rule when you look at some of the other Latin American countries where you'll get a young kid, then you'll have him for 6 years, and you can't expect him to be ready. But some of these other players, when you get them at 21, 22 years old, guess what? They're going to be ready. It's weird, though, because you would think, having major league facilities and having the resources, you'd be a better player. Some of these kids, bro, I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of kids they sign every year that's 15 years old and we never hear about them. So, also depends on the kid, but right now we focused on Mateo. And he has a chance to be generational, so let's go and select a team. I think this one is pretty easy to understand. He's going to be signing with the team that has the most influence in Mexico. And I mean, if you follow baseball, you know what team that is. I'm kind of mad that I made this before this season just finished. But he's going to be signing with the Dodgers. And the reason why I'm mad is because we're going to miss out on the championship. But I like the Dodgers. You see here, he'll start with Chattanooga and then most likely move up to Albuquerque. So, for him, it's like a no-brainer. You have a team like the Dodgers that has this influence in the whole country, throughout the whole country. It's like you easily become starstruck and enamored with the idea of playing for this team. So even like the Japanese players right now, they pissing me off, bro. It's like they colluding or something to go to LA. Shit crazy, bro. They shouldn't be getting freaking Shohei, and then they get Yamamoto, and then Saki was about to go over there, or Sasuke. But I don't know. I think he changed his mind. I don't know where the hell he about to go, because he just told everybody 2 days ago he ain't going to nowhere. I don't know what he doing. But you see here, Mateo. It's crazy because this build was better than the Sebastian Vasquez big body build, which is crazy. Like the normal size, normal player where Osvaldo was more successful. But that was also because of situation. Like his situation wasn't always perfect, but once he hit the Cubs, it was over with. It was like murder she wrote. As opposed to Sebastian, where it's like, yeah, well, when he was with Chicago, it was a freaking waste of time. So, again, something I've gotten away from in previous series was this. Playing that first defensive play so you guys know he plays first base. But we got it done here. 0 for 1 so far, had a pop out, and that's what's going to happen when you're a hitter that's trying to hit for power. So we got bottom of the fourth, goddamn, first pitch. Nah, that's foul. I don't even be having time to let y'all know the rundown of what's going on, man. Shit just be happening. So bottom of the fourth, we got 2 on, 2 out. And second pitch, I'm about to send that back to you. So we could get an RBI right there on our first hit. I mean, he was way safe. I don't know why he even flung his body back like that. That shit wasn't going to happen, bro. But it is what it is. Man, he looked goofy as shit. Look at him, bro. What kind of goofy ass shit is that? First of all, why was he flat foot? And how hard did he throw that he did a somersault, bro? Hitting out. Hey, man. Bottom of the ninth. We got 2 on, runners on the corners, 1 out. And we're up 3-1. And we get a nice little base hit. That's going to bring 1 in. So 2 hits so far, and both of them have created an RBI. We end up getting the win 3-2. I end up going 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. I don't know, man. That was a kind of somber, simple first game. It's weird, like, always playing these new games and getting used to it and trying to manipulate and go through. So that's kind of where I be so confused and quiet, because I'm like, okay, well, I guess this is how this goes in this game. And I'm 3rd in the organization, 23rd in the league coming into it. So I obviously have room to grow, but I'm not that bad at all, in my opinion. So let's simulate the rest of April. Now we're here in May, so we'll kind of go through this a little bit quicker, simulate through May. And then we're here in June where the All-Star game is. So we'll go look at how the season's been going so far. I'm sure I've been playing. Yeah, I'm a AA starter. And then obviously I'm going to try to put my points into something that's going to help for my advancement goals. So discipline and then arm strength. Because I did realize, a long time ago, you don't do those goals, that's how you get sent down. And I was doing those goals with Raphael, but it meant nothing. So in 43 games, I'm hitting, what was that, 310? Bro, I'm telling you, this game is moving way too fast for my liking. I have no idea what the hell's going on, bro. I couldn't tell you. Because it's just moving so fast. Let's see who's hot in the league. Damn, we all the way at the end. And it's not even in alphabetical order. Yeah, we're not. So, are we? No, we the Charlotte Lookouts. Yeah, bro, we're not the Tennessee Smokies. But that's what I was confused about. I was like, isn't the Tennessee Smokies? So we lost that game, bro. We didn't win. Man, I'm telling you, that's how I'm all messed up. I don't know what the hell going on. I knew we wasn't. So I'm fifth in the league in home runs, by the way. But yeah, I knew we wasn't winning, and I knew we wasn't Tennessee because that wouldn't have made sense. That's crazy. I sat here and thought we won the game. We lost that month. We lost that game. And I'm third in All-Star voting. Man, that's crazy, bro. I'm so off right now. I feel like everything's just not making sense and not adding up, bro. So we're going to simulate to the All-Star game. Hopefully we make it. And we actually was chosen to represent the North Division in the 2012 Southern League All-Star game. Looks like we're starting too. That's cool, bro. This whole series is some confusing stuff. 0 for 1, line out. Like I said, most of our hits are going to be in the air. You're not going to see too many balls on the ground unless, we sneak it through. So that was a horrible take. Bottom of the fifth, we got one on. And can't tell you how many outs because, again, I'm so far behind, man. I hope that's not a trend for this series, bro. I am so behind on everything. No outs, and we're down by 1. Oh, yeah. Let me get that. I already know it. Like, I've been getting those hits to squeak through, but hopefully pretty soon he'll be able to get those up out of here because, those hits are efficient. A hit is a hit. And you don't want to put too much air under it. So I ended up getting 2 at-bats and just 1 hit. We actually ended up winning the game this time, if I'm not mistaken. The red team is our team, even though we wore blue. But, yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm so mad that I sat here and said that we was the Tennessee Smokies when I knew the difference. I know the difference, bro. Oh, man, I don't know. But on the season, we're hitting 322. We got 64 hits, 8 home runs, 41 RBIs, 25 strikeouts, though, which is nothing to skip over. Third in the organization and now 16th in the entire league. So I moved up like 7 spots. And we're going to simulate the rest of June. This year is actually going by pretty fast, which is a good thing. Now we're here in July. And I realize with these games, you don't really be getting called up like that. So I'm not expecting to get called up right now. But we're going to be in the futures game. And from my understanding, I'm going to be playing for the world team because I was born in Mexico. So 310, 9 home runs, 51 RBI. And top of the second, let me get that. I don't even got time to tell you what's going on. First pitch. That's the one cool thing about this game. So we're in Kansas City playing in the World Game. I don't think we ever played in this before. It's like a nice little all-star event for the minor leaguers, but it's bigger than the all-star game. This is everybody in the minors. AAA, AA, everybody. This is like a special kind of game being played at the actual all-star event. So top of the third, we got 2 on, 1 out, and we are down by 2. Ah, that's a good cut though. That's a real good pitch in all reality. Yeah, that's a good little pitch, man. Don't let me catch you slipping though, because I feel like I'm due for a home run. I feel like I'm supposed to be making up, like I said, for what Rafael Rojas did. So yeah, this pitch right here, let me get that. Ah. Hey man, you only gonna get lucky so much throwing them high fastballs. Let me get that, bro. Where that's going? Where that's going? It's out of here. That's my first home run. Like I said, I knew I was due for all these mess ups and delays and not knowing what's going on and acting like I got a concussion. Who blew it? Him? Throwing that bullshit, throwing 3 straight fastballs to me? Yeah, he blew it, not me. I feel like everybody else so far has been throwing it kind of low in the strike zone, so that's why I've been putting it on the ground. But I don't know, for some reason, this fool kept throwing it high. And that's the thing about this build, too. With Osvaldo, I used to have a lot of strikeouts. So this one right here kind of sank because it's a curveball, like late, but didn't matter. I was already warmed up. He had gave me a couple pitches that I saw already. So now top of the 5th, we got nobody on, 2 outs, tied at 5. Put that in play. That's the good thing too that I feel like I've been able to do is always put the ball in play. So regardless of how I got to get it in, I've been able to put the ball in play. I just wish I could get some of those like big hits with other people on base so it could count a little bit more. Because right now we're tied at 5. And then we end up losing 6-5. I mean, I went 3 for 3, 3 RBI. I mean, I did my job. But like I said, as I get better, I could be able to put the ball in the play a little bit further. So, obviously, I'm not going to win play of the game. We lost. But I got a 496 slugging percentage. Don't that mean like every other at-bat could be a home run, if I'm not mistaken? 3rd in the organization, 14th in the league. So, I think I moved up like 2 spots again since All-Star break. But we're going to simulate July. And we're here now in August. Damn, they both look the same, them 2 pitches. They look literally the same. And we're going to simulate August. So now we're here in September. So it's playoff time. Where are we? We're in the Southern League. We're first in the North, Charlotte. So we're in North Carolina. I didn't even realize that, bro. I feel like there's a lot of Mexican people that live in North Carolina and Atlanta, actually. So let's go look at the numbers for the year. And we played 115 games. We hit, I believe it was 309. But you want to know something? I don't know where to look on this new game. Like, I'm looking everywhere and I don't know where to actually look. But either way, man, the numbers going to come up again. We're going to see the numbers because, boy, I don't even know where to look. And then we're up 2-1 against Tennessee. We ended up beating them 3-1. Now we're going to be playing. Who are we playing? And what the hell are we even playing for now? Is this Mobile? Is that what MOB stands for? We're playing them for the Southern League Championship. Bruh, I don't even know. Damn, his ERA is 12. How you even get that high of an ERA? I always wonder, bro. 192 is what we're hitting in the postseason, so that's not good. Top of the fourth, 1 on, 1 out, tied at 0. First pitch, let me get that. Are you dumb? You know I'm the best hitter in AA, and that's the shit you throw? First pitch? It's crazy because I do finally feel like he hit his stride. So now you see the way he hit that ball, he just stood there and watched it. Yeah, bro. This shit's scary now. It only took to the end of his first year to figure it out. And he's not the first one to make the All-Star game as a straight up rookie, straight into the league. But yeah, this is scary what he just did. Because I don't remember Osvaldo hitting home runs like this. 413 feet, knew it was gone after it touched the bat. Look at the trajectory. That shit is gone. With a capital G. So we 1 for 2 right now. That actually just helped my average. 192 I had. Gave me like 30 points up. Top of the fifth. We got nobody on. 2 outs. We're up by 5. And this is the pitch you throw. You got lucky. Boy, you got lucky. Boy, you got lucky on that one. Throw that same pitch again. Let me see that. Let me see what you got for me. Let me get that. Ah, bruh. Every time I say let me get that, this series so far, that shit done went foul. I just realized we're wearing number 32. Like, isn't that Josh Hamilton's number? Oh, this one gonna be nice right here. Let me get that. Is that one gone or is that a pop-up? Oh, that's gone. That shit going off the black. That's 2 home runs in the game. And that's why I said it's scary. Cause it's only year 1, bro. And this is what we doing to people. Shit, it ain't my fault. They keep throwing that bullshit. You know I know what you about to do. You know I'm on you. And you keep throwing it. Excuse me. Might as well just walk me. And I know it's early in my career to walk me, but, well, he was hitting 192 until this game. So they probably was getting after his ass. And this is get back game. 413 and now 430. And it's the rubber match, ain't it? We both 2-2 in the series, and we end up getting the dub 7-2. I end up hitting 2 for 4 with 3 RBI. Shoot, the 2-run home run first, and then the solo, and we blow them out. I should be the player of the game. Yeah, definitely should be. And that's a good little way to end the season because I know I'm not getting called up. He hit 241 in the postseason, 517 slugging percentage. I need to Google what that means. I know a little bit about baseball, but not too much. I actually don't know if that means like half of his at-bats would be home runs. I don't know. And then we end up second in the organization and 4th in the league now here at the end of year 1. Which is cool because we were 23rd when we hopped in. End up moving up 19 spots throughout the year. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to simulate to the off season because as always, we got an important contract to sign because when they throw you in here, they just give you the bare minimum. And then after the first year is when you figure it out. So obviously, I'm going to be working on my power. Like I said, I want him to be one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game. So same thing I did with Osvaldo was always power. And then obviously you saw what we did in the postseason. You saw what the numbers were. I still got to learn how to navigate this, bro, so I can see quicker what we're doing. But we got to make a little bit more than 30,000 now that we're going into the off season. Jerry Harrison is retiring. And we got a contract right away. It didn't take them too long. I know they know that We're an asset, so they wanted to give us a raise to $80,000, and we're gonna be AAA this year. But you know me, I'm gonna try to get a little bit more. Shoot, if I get this 200,000, that'll get me to. So they talking about 90. They want to keep it at 90. Basically, they want to keep it at 90 a year. A little bit more than 80. And then it's a 2-year deal, so it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. But what I was going to say before I kind of got distracted with the numbers is I'm going to be starting from day one at AAA. So that's way different than what we saw happen with Rafael. And I'm going to reference him a lot because, man, he wasted my freaking time. You know it. And there it goes again to another video. Follow Mateo Guzman on his journey from Mexico to the major leagues, where he becomes the all-time home run leader. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.